All right, in this video, we're talking about mindset, about changing our mindset. Changing our mindset is the first thing we have to do on this journey to becoming the best version of ourselves. It's the key to gaining and keeping momentum and staying on the path to becoming your best self. If we don't change our mindset and we don't change how we interact with the world, we won't change our behavior. And if we don't change our behaviors, then we won't see a different outcome. We won't see a different result. See, our mindset determines our outcomes. I was watching Survivor with my boys the other day, and there's this guy on the show, and he kept saying, "Why is my life so hard? Why does everything have to be so hard for me?" And immediately I thought to myself, that is why. The reason his life was so hard, the reason he felt like everything bad happened to him, is because that was his mindset. We had this friend, and my wife said, "Man, she's just really overwhelmed all the time." And I said, "Yeah, I've known this girl for 15 years through all different seasons of her life, and she's always been overwhelmed." See, the reason she's overwhelmed is because in her mind, she's overwhelmed. It doesn't matter what situation she comes into, she's already overwhelmed. See, if we think that life sucks, if we think that our life is hard, then it is, because what we perceive to be true is our reality. What we perceive, we believe. The fact is that every painful, sucky, crappy experience is actually an opportunity to learn about ourselves, and to become better. Pain and hard times and obstacles are actually sending us a message, and we can choose to ignore that message and just let those things happen to us, or we can tune into that message. It's telling us things like, maybe you need to get away from a situation or a person, or maybe you need to get better at something, or maybe you need to become stronger or change a behavior that is detrimental to your progress. The only pain that is truly detrimental to becoming better is pain that we don't give a purpose. Back in 2007, I got in a car accident and I herniated 3 discs in my back. And to be honest, I just didn't want to feel that pain. And so I spent the next almost decade and a half numbing that pain with pills and alcohol. But the truth is that pain was sending a message. Because then a couple years ago, I did almost the exact same thing when I was working out, herniated 3 discs, but this time I chose to tune into the pain. And what that pain was actually telling me is I had a deficiency. My core strength in my physical body was not strong enough to uphold what I was demanding it to do. So I spent the next 6 months making my core as strong as I could. I used the message of that pain and tuned into it, and then did something about that pain, and now my back is stronger than ever. The pain is gone and my core is strong. See, without pain, without resistance, we actually will not change. We won't adapt. If we don't have that rub, we won't adapt to life. It's the same as in the gym. If you don't lift heavier and heavier, you'll never get stronger and stronger. We need that added resistance in order for our bodies and our minds to adapt. We must change our mindset. We have to change our mindset from life is happening to me. Life is happening to me, I can do nothing about it, to I'm happening to my life. Now I get it, there's all sorts of circumstances that we cannot control, but we can control one thing. We can control how we respond to those situations, how we respond to pain, how we respond to difficult situations. When we're feeling overwhelmed, how do we respond? Do we let it just take us over, or do we begin to tune in to what that overwhelm is saying and happen to our lives? I love this saying from Jocko Willink. He says, anytime somebody comes to me with a problem in his company or his wife or his kids, his response is good. His response is good. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to get better, to get stronger. This is an opportunity to see what I am made of. If we view obstacles and painful situations as an opportunity to learn, grow, and adapt and change, then really those obstacles are a good thing and we should welcome them. We say, come on, bring it. We want the opportunity to become better. So we must be willing to face our pain, face our obstacles, find the message they are trying to send us, and then respond in the core of who we are, respond in our strength, respond and adapt to those painful situations. Now, I get it. This is not an easy thing to do at first. Just like going to the gym when you're really out of shape, at first it really sucks and you show up and you get really sore and it's just not fun. But the more you do it, the more you adapt, the more you actually even find a reward, a joy in the pain. You find joy in overcoming that pain. Andrew Huberman, who's a neuroscientist, has an awesome podcast. You should check it out. He talks about being able to actually rewire your brain to give yourself a dopamine hit when you encounter hard situations. And you can do that by even saying out loud, I can do hard things. In the midst of difficult situations, you say to yourself, I can do hard things. And you begin to send reward signals to your brain when you do hard things. And then your brain begins to look forward to those things. So when obstacles come, when difficult situations come, you say, I can do hard things. And you find joy in doing those hard things. We are so used to shying away from pain. We have been told by society for so long that pain is a bad thing. And we're used to numbing it or ignoring it, that we have to rewire our brain and tell it pain is actually okay. Pain is telling me I can be better. I can do better. Pain is actually a process to becoming the best you can be. See, self-control is not just abstaining from things, it's actually the ability to tell ourselves what to do. To see pain as an obstacle and see pain as a way to become better, to push ourselves forward. This is one of the reasons why I do a cold plunge in the mornings, because I like to start my day by doing something I don't actually want to do. I like to start my day saying, I have control over me. This external thing, it's cold outside, I don't want to wake up in the morning, does not have control over me. I have self-control. I get to tell myself what to do. It's also why I go to the gym, even when I don't want to, and have hard conversations with friends and family members, even when it's painful. It's why I don't shy away from sharing my emotions, even when it feels awkward, because those painful situations, if I can overcome them, I become a better person. We are powerful if we believe we are powerful. The truth is, whether or not you believe you can do something, you're right. If you think you can't do it, you can't. But if you think you can, you can. And so my goal for you is that when you come up against a difficult, painful situation, you say, good. This is an opportunity for growth. This is an opportunity to become better. Ask yourself, what can I learn here? What is this message of pain sending me? What is this obstacle telling me about me? How can I use my strength to become better, to move through this obstacle? Tell yourself, I can do hard things. I am powerful. I have self-control. Push through the pain, overcome the obstacle, and then find the man that you always wanted to be.